The man who made the most money from the 2022 FIFA World Cup didn't score a goal, didn't make a save, didn't lift a trophy. In fact, he never stepped onto the pitch. Yet, by the time Argentina became world champions, FIFA had generated roughly $7.5 billion, more money than many companies make in an entire year. Think about that. Messi gave the tournament its greatest moment. Mbappe scored a hat-trick in the final. Millions of fans filled the stadiums. Billions watched from home. But somehow, the organization behind the tournament walked away with far more money than the stars everyone came to watch. How? How does FIFA make billions while the players get millions? And why is this the same business model that made companies like Amazon, Apple, and YouTube incredibly powerful? The answer starts long before the first whistle. Imagine you're Coca-Cola, or Adidas, or Visa. You have one goal: get your brand in front of as many people as possible. Now imagine there's an event that captures the attention of more than half the planet, an event where entire countries hold their breath for 90 minutes. That event is the FIFA World Cup, and attention is the most valuable currency in the world, because wherever attention goes, money follows. The World Cup isn't just a football tournament. It's one of the largest media events on Earth, and FIFA owns it. Not Argentina, not Brazil, not France. FIFA. That single fact changes everything. Because when you own the event everyone wants to watch, you get to sell access to it. And that's where the money machine begins. Months before the tournament even begins, something incredible happens. The stadiums are still empty. The players haven't arrived. The trophy hasn't left its display case. Yet hundreds of millions of dollars are already flowing into FIFA's accounts. Why? Sponsors. Global companies fight for the right to associate themselves with the World Cup. Not because they love football, because they love customers. Think about the World Cup final. Now imagine you're a television network. You know hundreds of millions of people are going to watch. You know advertisers are willing to pay huge amounts to reach that audience. You know missing out would be a disaster. So what do? You bid. And then another network bids, and another, and another. Suddenly, a broadcasting war begins, and FIFA sits in the middle collecting the checks. This is where the real money is made. Not in tickets, not in merchandise, broadcasting rights. The moment millions turn on their televisions, FIFA's business model comes alive. One seat in a stadium can only be sold once. A television audience can be monetized over and over again, and that's exactly what FIFA does. Now let's talk about the people everyone actually came to watch, the players. Surely they're receiving most of the money, right? Not even close. And this is where many fans get confused. When people hear that footballers earn hundreds of millions of dollars, they assume FIFA is paying them. But that's not true. Most elite players earn their fortunes from clubs: Real Madrid, Manchester City, PSG, Inter Miami, not FIFA. FIFA pays prize money, but compared to the total revenue generated by the tournament, it's only a slice of the pie. Think about it this way. If Messi is the world's greatest actor, FIFA owns the movie studio. If Mbappe is the superstar performer, FIFA owns the stage. And throughout history, the people who own the platform often become richer than the people performing on it. This story isn't really about football. It's about power. Most people spend their lives trying to become the star, the best employee, the best athlete, the best creator. But the biggest fortunes are often built somewhere else. They're built by the people who own the platform. The seller earns money. Amazon owns the marketplace. The creator earns money. YouTube owns the platform. The footballer earns millions. FIFA owns the tournament. And once you notice this pattern, you start seeing it everywhere. The real money often isn't in doing the work, it's in controlling the system that connects everyone else. So the next time you watch a player lift the World Cup trophy, look beyond the celebration. Look beyond the confetti. Look beyond the cameras. Because while the players were competing for the biggest prize in football, FIFA was competing in a completely different game. A game with no referees, no extra time, no penalty shootouts. A game worth billions of dollars. And by the time the final whistle blew, the tournament had crowned two winners. One lifted the trophy, the other counted the money. And that's why FIFA makes billions while players get millions.